Miracles for Grady and Jace Full Court for a Cure is underway. From December 14th till January 14th, we have the opportunity to show support for these amazing 14-year-old twins and their battle with pecan. This campaign is online live right now at fullcourtforacure.com, where you can show your support by buying a bracelet, a t-shirt, making a simple donation. You can even become a corporate sponsor, or you can enroll your high school to compete in this 30-day wide competition to generate as much support as we can get for Grady and Jace. Your contributions are tax deductible because they support the Loving Loic Foundation, which has been funding research at 2 hospitals, OHSU in Portland, Oregon, and UMass Chan Medical in Boston, Massachusetts. These 2 hospitals have come together to create the pecan gene therapy, which could put a stop to pecan, which has been terminal since it's been discovered over 70 years ago. Full Court for a Cure needs your help, and every little bit counts. Show your support, wear your bracelets, buy your t-shirts, and most importantly, spread the word far and wide. Collectively, let's rally together to see who can raise the most money to fund the cure for pecan. Let's show our community pride as we have a beautiful opportunity to make a miracle for Grady and Jace. Go to fullcourtforacure.com and pledge your support today. Thank you.
Good evening from Barron High School, home of the Golden Bears. Inside of this Barron basketball doubleheader, a special presentation here on WOGO Sports as Miracles for Grady and Jace presents Full Court for a Cure. It is a special night here in Barron. We will have 2 broadcasts for you on WOGO Sports. First, the Barron Golden Bears boys against the Bulldogs of Chetek-Weyerhaeuser. Then the Golden Bears girls. Barron girls basketball will host on the Warriors of Amory. Here on WOGO Sports live video stream on YouTube, WOGO Radio Facebook page as well. I am Caleb Swenson. I'll be joined by Linda Makunda. Again, a special night because it is more than just basketball here tonight. As you saw as we began the broadcast tonight, online or in person, the Full Court for a Cure campaign is on benefiting the Loving Loic Foundation. You can learn more. You can give securely at fullcourtforacure.com. What this is tonight is a fundraiser for Loving Loic. Now, this is a foundation dedicated to finding a cure for pecan. Pecan is abbreviated PKAN, pantothenate kinase-associated neurodegeneration. This is a rare and devastating genetic condition. It is terminal. There is no known cure. Pecan causes an accumulation of iron in the brain. This is, in essence, a rusting of the neural pathways that govern motor function. A child with pecan will lose their ability to walk, to speak, to eat, to swallow food. Their cognitive function is preserved, meaning the child is fully aware of the fact that they are trapped in a body that is, in essence, actively betraying them, no longer listening to their commands as it shuts down. Children with this horrible disease of pecan will end up wheelchair-bound and on a feeding tube, often suffering from dystonia, which can involve powerful and horrific muscle spasms. And during this Full Court for a Cure event, this is something very close to my heart. The reason I'm here and not in my normal broadcast vantage point for Chippewa Falls Athletics is because my 2 nephews, Grady and Jace Binder, who hail from Eau Claire, their mom, Erin, went to school right here in Barron. They are twin boys, 14-year-old boys, who are afflicted with pecan. And again, no known cure for this fatal disease. And so what we are doing here tonight in partnership with the Loving Loic Foundation is to fund for gene therapy. That is the hope for a cure for pecan, is gene therapy. Some very promising research being done by OHSU, Oregon Health and Sciences University, and also some promising research done at the UMass Chan Hospital as well. Some brilliant scientists putting their collective efforts to work here to find a cure through gene therapy for pecan, this horrible disease. And so, again, if you are watching here tonight, if you're here in person watching this later on, just asking you to do what you can. For my nephews, Grady and Jace, for Loic, a 5-year-old from Montana, the focal point of the Loving Loic Foundation. The goal is to find a cure for pecan, and we need your help. So thank you so much for taking a moment to listen, to give, to do what you can. fullcourtforacure.com. That's fullcourtforacure.com. Thank you so much to the sponsors making everything possible here tonight. There's a lot going on. So again, we'll get to the game action very shortly as well too, but until 7 p.m. if you're seeing this on YouTube, join us here at Barron High School. Again, doubleheader today. There's a community meal for a free will donation. Choose from chili and cornbread or a hot dog or chili dog and chips plus your beverage. Come hungry. Also, don't miss the holiday bake sale extravaganza. This is another opportunity where I can speak very personally because my wife was kind of heading that up. And so, again, baked goods from all sorts of different family members and friends. But also, my wife has been baking up a storm as well, too. So, you know what? Skip the Christmas baking. Just come on over here, support a great cause. Just a few of the items that you can get here at the bake sale at the high school include sugar cookie kits, chocolate chip cookies or double chocolate cookies, frosted cutout cookies, marshmallow swirl cookies, peanut butter blossoms, homemade dinner rolls, fresh cinnamon rolls, mint or gingerbread fudge, hot cocoa or mint puppy chow, meringues, and a limited supply of homemade marshmallows, among many, many other varieties of sweets and treats. And that's just some of what you'll find here tonight. You can also support through 50/50 raffles, a half-court shot, and purchasing event merchandise, including T-shirts in adult and youth sizes, and various bracelets as well. If you're unable to attend in person, you can absolutely still get involved and contribute. Please visit fullcourtforacure.com. That's fullcourtforacure.com. Again, it's Barron and Chetek-Weyerhaeuser here at Barron High School. You can join us, again, on YouTube or in person. We're looking forward to having two very competitive games here tonight. We'll hear interviews from both head coaches, starting with Eric Holton of the Barron boys. They are 4-2 or 3-2, and then had that makeup game, a win over Cumberland 56-54. In those 4 games they've won, have not had a margin of victory larger than 5 points. They have been in some tight contests, and it seems like Chetek may certainly be giving them a tight contest here tonight as well. So we'll take a listen now to my conversation a little bit earlier this evening with head coach Eric Holton of the Barron boys basketball team. Again, this is a Barron basketball doubleheader here on WOGO Sports as Miracles for Grady and Jace presents Full Court for a Cure. WOGO Sports presentation live from Barron High School. Full Court for a Cure, Miracles for Grady and Jace, a benefit for the Loving Loic Foundation as we broadcast a doubleheader of Barron boys and girls basketball. We're here with head coach Eric Holton of the Barron boys facing the Chetek-Weyerhaeuser Bulldogs. And Coach, 3-2 on the season so far. What do you like, again, early on as you get toward that first third of the season? What are you guys doing well?
Yeah, I mean, we had a makeup game against Cumberland last Friday, which we pulled out another nail-biter. So technically a 4-2 sitting on the year with 4 straight wins. So I think blessing in disguise for us to open the year against Somerset and Osceola, 2 really tough middle border teams that kind of opened our eyes of where we need to be if we're going to be a top tier in this part of the state. So, our grit and determination right now and no quit attitude is really something that I'm proud of. In back-to-back games here last week, we were down double digits in the second half and, found a way to win it late in both of those and hold on. So, the no-quit attitude and finding ways to win in different ways. We've had games where our big 3, our 3 captains have scored, 60 of our 62, and then we play a game on Friday where we get 9 bench points from a player in only his second varsity game ever, and, a few other guys hitting threes too. So the balance was really nice last Friday, and it gives me a little more confidence as a coach that we can be a little bit deeper and win in different ways.
Coach, you guys have been in tight games. I believe your largest margin of victory was 5, if I'm not mistaken. So it seems like every game you've won, it's been tight.
Yes, absolutely. Something that I like that we can win those tight games, but it's also something where, as a coach, I feel like there's another level that we can get to. There's a few games that we've played where I think if our energy and intensity was where it needed to be for a full 36 minutes, those games aren't quite as tight as where they need to be. So something we've focused on for the last week of taking it possession by possession, taking care of one thing at a time, not looking too far forward or getting hung up on turnovers on the other end or things like that too. So that's my goal, is to get a little bit more consistency, a little more balance and intensity from the start every single game going forward.
And finally, Coach, with Chetek, your opponent here tonight, what's one big thing, if you could write it in big letters on a whiteboard, where you say, we've got to do this well against the Bulldogs?
We got to rebound and close out on threes. A nice, strong, physical team is Chetek. Maybe not the fastest team that we're going to play all year, but they take care of the ball really well, and they're a good shooting team. So as long as we can rebound, limit to 1 shot per possession, and then push the basketball a little bit on the other end, I think we're going to do all right.
Coach, we appreciate your time. We appreciate Barron again hosting this event as well, too, reminding us that as wonderful as basketball is, there are some things that go even beyond sports too, and so glad to have you guys be part of this Full Court for a Cure event.
Absolutely. Thanks for being here, and excited to be a part of this as well.
Coach Eric Holton of Barron back after this as pregame continues. Full Court for a Cure presented by Miracles for Grady and Jace, a benefit for the Loving Loic Foundation here at Barron High School. Come join us.
Miracles for Grady and Jace Full Court for a Cure is underway. From December 14th till January 14th, we have the opportunity to show support for these amazing 14-year-old twins and their battle with pecan. This campaign is online live right now at fullcourtforacure.com, where you can show your support by buying a bracelet, a t-shirt, making a simple donation. You can even become a corporate sponsor, or you can enroll your high school to compete in this 30-day wide competition to generate as much support as we can get for Grady and Jace. Your contributions are tax deductible because they support the Loving Loic Foundation, which has been funding research at 2 hospitals, OHSU in Portland, Oregon, and UMass Chan Medical in Boston, Massachusetts. These 2 hospitals have come together to create the pecan gene therapy, which could put a stop to pecan, which has been terminal since it's been discovered over 70 years ago. Full Court for a Cure needs your help, and every little bit counts. Show your support, wear your bracelets, buy your t-shirts, and most importantly, spread the word far and wide. Collectively, let's rally together to see who can raise the most money to fund the cure for pecan. Let's show our community pride as we have a beautiful opportunity to make a miracle for Grady and Jace. Go to fullcourtforacure.com and pledge your support today. Thank you.
Welcome back to this Barron basketball doubleheader on WOGO Sports as Miracles for Grady and Jace presents Full Court for a Cure. Caleb Swenson joined by Linda McCunda. Barron boys basketball first facing the Chetek-Weyerhaeuser Bulldogs. Looking forward to this matchup between two teams pretty evenly matched, 4-2 on the season so far. The Barron Bears are 3-0 in the heart of the North Conference, 4-2, but 0-2 so far in the Dun St. Croix for the Chetek-Weyerhaeuser Bulldogs. As we give you a look here from our vantage point, Caleb Swenson, Linda McCunda, and Linda, this Full Court for a Cure event as well, too. This is certainly an opportunity to go beyond just basketball, and we appreciate, again, the community, the family here at Barron hosting this event, not only for basketball, but for, again, the meal, the bake sale, all the different things that are going on to support the Loving Loic Foundation, to support the Binder family and Grady and Jace, our 14-year-old twin boys, my nephews, who are afflicted with this horrible disease of pecan. This is something really neat to see the community coming together in support of a family in need.
Yes, it is. Erin, their mother, was a 2000 grad from Barron High School. Her siblings as well are grads, I think 97, 98, and 2007. And very supportive, always wonderful kids as they went through high school. As a school counselor, I had a chance to get to know all of those kids, but they're from a community, the Dallas Ridgeland area, and those two very small communities, I think maybe 300 to 400 in population, always bond and have always been so supportive. So it's kind of cool to see all these people come back. Many of the 2000 grads that are here tonight haven't been back since maybe they graduated. So a lot of them are in full force in our Commons area where there's a chili feed, as you know, and hot dogs and selling shirts and doing a lot of that. So Erin and her husband Dustin are certainly supported, as well as the Lindbergh family from this community.
Well, we are looking forward to, again, this doubleheader of basketball here tonight, and something that's really neat. You might see the warm-up shirts are a little bit different. Both Barron boys and the Chetek boys are wearing the shirts that we're wearing here tonight in partnership with Full Court for a Cure. Again, this is a benefit for the Loving Loic Foundation. Miracles for Grady and Jace, the organization that the Binders have put together, is benefiting this. 100% of proceeds here tonight are tax deductible and being given to the Loving Loic Foundation to fund gene therapy research to find a cure for pecan. Well, just about time for our country's national anthem here in this beautiful gym. I believe it's about 4 years old, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it is. This is our 4th season in it.
See a couple of stats from both teams. Again, messages on the video board right now. WIA non-conference basketball between Chetek and Barron.
Chetek is only about 15 miles just southeast of Barron, so close in proximity.
Tonight, please welcome Zoe Franzen and Dominic Combs singing our national anthem.
Beautiful rendition of the national anthem, and it's time for basketball here in Barron.
Words from Mary about full court for a cure.
Hi everybody, welcome. You look fabulous in your yellow and green. Thank you for dressing up and buying merchandise. I will be quick about this, but a couple things tonight. If you could possibly, there are some signs around the building that have our Facebook and Instagram pages, Miracles for Grady Jace pages. If you could tag us, if you take pictures of yourself tonight and anytime, especially in your gear, your yellow and green gear, that would be awesome. Same with the Loving Village pages. Follow us and tag. That would be great. The second thing tonight is about love. And some of you are here to play, some of you are here to watch people you love, but it's really about love. So I hope that you will feel that. We're just coming up on the holiday season, and I hope that you will feel the love that will be in this building, because that is really what we are here to do, is to love this family and love each other and support each other. Love thy neighbor as thyself. And so I hope that we can take that out of this building and do that all the time. And the third thing, I hope that you enjoy yourself. So eat a hot dog, buy some bake sale goods. Life is short, so enjoy yourself. Thank you so much for coming. Visit us on fullcourtforacure.com. Thank you to our sponsors and everyone else. And go Grady Jace. Thank you.
Words there from Mary McDaniels, who has put in so much work organizing this event here tonight. And again, if you're just tuning in, this is a special presentation here on WOGO Sports, a Barron basketball doubleheader. Miracles for Grady and Jace presents Full Court for a Cure. This is a benefit for the Loving Loic Foundation. You can learn more about what's going on. You can give securely at fullcourtforacure.com as the Loving Loic Foundation seeks to find a cure for what is thought to be incurable pantothenate kinase-associated neurodegeneration, or PCAN, which is something that my twin nephews Grady and Jace suffer from, and thus the Miracles for Grady and Jace Foundation. Starting lineup for the Chetek-Weyerhaeuser Bulldogs: Broderick Olson, a senior number 0. Ethan Brown, the senior number 3, number 5, Noah Hamley, another senior, number 10, Luke Anderson, yet another senior, and rounding out the starting 5 is Jude Poppy, lone junior in that starting lineup, number 24. Now as the light show begins, Bryce Kittleson, first senior off the bench, averaging 4.2 points per game. Number 4, Devin Kirkhoff, another senior in the starting lineup for Coach Holt. Zach Edwards, senior, second on the team at 19 points per game, leads the team in rebounds. Glendon Thompson, another third of that big 3 for Coach Holton, the senior, averaging 20 points per game. And number 24, Sean Holton, rounds out the starting lineup of 5 seniors, 14 points per game, 8.2 rebounds. For Sean Holton, as we are set and ready to begin here on WOGO Sports. Typically your home for Chi High and McDonald Athletics. Again, a special broadcast presentation of Barron basketball here tonight from the home of the Golden Bears. Caleb Swenson, Linda Makunda with you.
Yes, we're going to get started here. I want to just do a shout out to a lot of these kids here in Barron. A lot of them have parents that graduated from Barron. I was just looking down the roster, and I'd say about 50% of the kids that are playing have a parent, or maybe even some of them too. Glendon Thompson, both his parents graduated from Barron.
And Thompson hits the first bucket of the game.
Yep.
Elbow jumper from the left wing.
Zach Edwards, his mom is a Barron grad. Kittleson's dad is a Barron grad.
Both of these teams pretty hot right now. Barron's won 4 in a row after dropping their opening 2 non-conference games. The Bulldogs of Chetek-Weyerhaeuser have won 3 of 4. Driving to the paint, shot floating up and in for Ethan Brown to tie us at 2 apiece. Shout out to our camera operator tonight, Carter Jagger. Holton leaves it off for Kittleson. The work on the right wing, Devin Kirkhoff. Kirkhoff gets it back. Jabbing, one dribble, leaves off on the far side. Glendon Thompson again leads them at 20 points per game. Part of the big 3 of Thompson, Edwards, and Holton. Pocket bounce pass knocked away and stolen by the Bulldogs. Taken across the logo at midcourt is Elliott Reen. He's on the left side, dropped into the corner. Tied at 2 apiece. Early going here from Barron. Right corner is Zach Edwards. Edwards guarded very closely in the corner. Drops it down underneath. Shot hits the underside of the rim. The miss from Hamlin. A whistle and a foul, first of the game. They're going to get Noah Hamley with that one. So Barron will inbound from the far side. Drops into Glendon Thompson. Left side feed for Kittleson. Straddling the arc, drops it back. Zach Edwards, second leading scorer for this Barron team. Kittleson has a good look at a 3, trying to go glass. That one off the mark. Rebound for Broderick Olson. He leads Chetek-Weyerhaeuser at 13.7 points per game. Up top, straight on for 3. Front rim, no. Long rebound, batted back out. Another opportunity for the Bulldogs. They shoot 37% from downtown. Right block. Dropped in the paint, Elliott Reen. Floats one up with the right hand. No, but a whistle and a foul. Team foul is now even at 1 apiece. So Reen will try to break this 2-2 tie with 15:45 remaining here in the game's opening half. First free throw rattles through. The Bulldogs lead by 1. Second attempt looks deep, doesn't get a homely roll that time, and the rebound fought down by Edwards. Thompson back to Edwards. He has a good look at a 3, rattles it home for the Barron Bears. 5-3. First bucket, I think, there, Linda, from Edwards.
Yes.
They lead by 2. Green up top for Luke Anderson. Swings over on the left side, Ethan Brown, the senior. Finds a cutter running to the rim, up and in for two. Luke Anderson, his first basket. We're tied again. 5 apiece. On paper, these two teams look fairly evenly matched. We'll see how it shakes out as we're 3 minutes in.
I don't know if this is the first or second year that Chetek is not in the conference in the heart of the North.
Yeah, a little bit different for them to move to Dunn St. Croix.
Because these are usually a big rivalry in the heart of the North.
Kittleson hands off for Glendon Thompson. And all seniors in the starting lineup for Coach Holton. Thompson had it poked away. Spun back to Holton. Off the mark. Elliott Reen leaves on the right side for Broderick Olson. And a dangerous shooting Chetek team. Hard drive to the hoop. Ethan Brown gives Chetek the lead by 2. Brown now has 4. When you respect the three-point shot that much, it leads to some open driving lanes. Missed by Thompson. Thompson had it poked away for a moment. Holton almost had it for a moment as well. Back to the visitors. 7-5 with 4 minutes gone by. Far side, Chetek works to the top of the key. Pass drop down low, hanging in the air, missing a tough shot, Noah Hamley. Rebound back to the Bears. Glendon Thompson. Hard take to the hoop from Zach Edwards, looking for his first non-3-point field goal. 13:39 to play as Edwards will go to the line shooting 2. Has a chance to tie this game back at 7. First free throw rims out. Couple subs coming in for Chetek-Weyerhaeuser, Anders Olsen and Jude Poppy. Poppy averaging 11.2 points per game.
Zach is a 3-sport athlete, played football, basketball, and be a pitcher for the team, the baseball team. Last year they went to state.
And always great to see, again, those 3-sport athletes as well,
Yes.
too. And I think a lot of times we get into an age of specialization, maybe a little bit too young. And so great to see them able to contribute in multiple sports. And
Yep, they all have their favorite, but to be out for 3 sports, have different coaches, use different muscle groups, and have different peers really helps.
Glendon Thompson just had to come off, presumably had a cut or something like that the official noticed. And so he has come off, and Brady Greener, the sophomore, averaging 2 points per game, is in. And now also they're sending Bryce Kittleson to get, I think, his wrist checked on, and I'm not sure if that could be a blood issue as well, too, or if they're just saying the wrap on his left wrist needs to be looked at.
The Barron trainer, Sarah Macklin, is absolutely a fabulous trainer. She's been with Barron, I think, for maybe 6 years now. Very much appreciated, a favorite with the kids. She takes such good care of them. We share her with Cameron. And so this lady is at a lot of athletic events throughout the year.
Thompson has come back in, but he's wearing number 22 now, so presumably there's some blood on the jersey, and so had to do a quick switch. And when you're wearing white jerseys, that's going to show up pretty well.
Yes, I even see a Chetek person down there, too, getting tended to, and just maybe it's just blood that just needs to be wiped off.
Playing hard early on. Give us a moment to say thank you to the Full Court for a Cure sponsors again here tonight, and to all the individuals as well who are making contributions, whether it be running t-shirt tables or the meal. Again, come on out and enjoy this evening here till 7 o'clock. That bake sale, merchandise, bracelets, t-shirts, and adult and youth sizes, 50-50 raffles, half court shot. Again, if you absolutely can't get here to be with us, fullcourtforacure.com. That's fullcourtforacure.com. But Linda, again, we have a little pause in the action here while they're making sure that the court's cleaned up. My goodness, there's just a lot going on here, and so we hope folks can make the quick drive over.
Yeah, something cool that they did too is we sold VIP tickets, so they got valet parking. And for this game, the 2 sponsors are Mosaic Technologies, which is out of Cameron.
Yep.
And then Harmony Hormone Solutions, which is out of Rice Lake. But the owner of that business had her kids go through Barron, and so she's very much a supporter of Barron School District as well. So both those businesses were sponsors, and they have VIP seats, which are right down there by the cones, and they're
There you go.
watching the game courtside.
Well, can't get much better than that. And we've got a very competitive game so far. Appreciate the athletic trainers, and looks like we're about ready to get back to the second free throw attempt from Zach Edwards. 7-5, Chetek-Weyerhaeuser leading by a bucket right now. Free throw's good, and it's a 1-point game. Edwards now has 4. Bulldogs take it across the timeline with Poppy. And averaging just over 11 points per game, the junior. Poppy crossing over on his defender, leaves it for Broderick Olson. He's their leading scorer, takes a 3, splashes a 3. 10-6, full 2-possession lead now. And we told you 37% from deep. This Bulldogs team to answer for 3. That one rattles in and out for Glendon Thompson. Almost 5 minutes gone by here first half. Right side kick out Poppy, jabbing. Moves up top for Ethan Brown. Back to Broderick Olson. He'll take a runner in the lane, it's good. And Olson heating up, 12-6.
Chetek does a great job with getting to the hoop, taking care of the ball.
Thompson right side head fake from Edwards. He'll take it hard to the lane. Scooping layup is good. 12-8. Edwards a nice job with the head fake and getting right to the rack. 4-point game. A lot of time left to go here in the first half. Chetek works it down low. Beautiful bucket to make it 14-8. I think that was Olson yet again.
Glendon Thompson, and he gets to go to the free throw line.
And one for Thompson, who's working hard. Pulls his team back within 4, could be within a single possession.
The 3 captains for Barron, Thompson, Holton, and Edwards. All great kids, know them personally.
Sure, they played a lot of basketball together, and then their senior season as the free throw comes up short for Glendon Thompson.
Glendon's off to play football at St. Thomas next year.
And that's a Division I football program as well, too. And Barron had, again, you mentioned going to state and baseball. Had some good success in football as Olson left wide open, misses the 3. Rebound pulled down by Zach Edwards, but a whistle and a foul. And I guess they're going to get Edwards for going over the back. So it'll be Chetek basketball. Just the second whistle on the Barron Bears so far. Chetek has 3 infractions. Jude Poppy to inbound.
Number 14 for Barron that just came in, his last name is Kunkel. Again,
Oscar
very
Kunkel
dominant.
Jr.
Yes, yes.
And another 3 for Chetek as Jude Poppy gets loose. 17-10, largest lead for either side. Glendon Thompson finds Holton. Holton backing his way down, ripped loose. Tanner Wood now for Chetek. Wide open 3 up top, and another one goes down for the visitors, 20-10.
Shooting percentage has to be really high for Chetek.
Glendon Thompson drives in hard, takes the foul. Nope, they're going to call a held ball, and possession is going to go the way of the Bulldogs. They've doubled up on Barron, 20-10. Still 11-12 to go here in the first half. Broderick Olson puts it on the floor with the right hand, kick out, open look at a 3. That one mercifully rattles in and out if you're on the Barron side. As Holton takes it across the timeline. Holton spins into the lane. They'll work it over far side Kittleson. Back to Holton, the senior. He'll spot up for a 3. That one off the glass, doesn't rattle down. Pulled in by Tanner Wood. Poppy tries a deep three. Oh my goodness. Jude Poppy makes it 23-10 and a timeout on the floor. The shooting percentage just out of this world right now for the Chetek-Weyerhaeuser Bulldogs. They've hit 4 threes, 12 of their 23 points. As we have a quick break in the action here. Again, you're watching a Barron basketball doubleheader here on WOGO Sports. Miracles for Grady and Jace presents Full Court for a Cure. You can join us tonight online or in person as we benefit the Loving Loic Foundation. You can learn more. You can give securely at fullcourtforacure.com. The goal for the Full Court for a Cure campaign is $500,000, 100% of which would be given to the Loving Loic Foundation as they seek to raise a total of $5 million for life-saving gene therapy research. Clinical trials for this research could start as soon as 2026 if needed funds come in. And again, Linda, part of why we here at WOGO Sports are here. If folks are just joining us, again, Miracles for Grady and Jace in partnership with the Loving Loic Foundation here tonight for this Full Court for a Cure Foundation. Grady and Jace are my 14-year-old twin nephews, and they are afflicted with a terminal disease known as PCAN, pantothenate kinase-associated neurodegeneration. There is no known cure, but gene therapy is the hope that gene therapy could slow down and stop this 1 in a million disease.
Yes, and genetic counseling is so important these days, and if you haven't looked into it, it's really important to look at the genetic part of it. So the money that we raise tonight will go for more research so that this disease can be either cured or at least treated to some degree.
That is the hope and that is the prayer. As Barron back to the action, trailing by 13. Edwards up top, leaves it right side. And an offensive foul called. And the momentum very much right now in favor of the visiting Chetek-Weyerhaeuser Bulldogs. Both of these teams 4-2. Barron's won 4 in a row. Chetek's won 3 of their last 4. So starting to hit their stride a little bit here. On the right wing, Jude Poppy just hit that deep 3. They left him open for another one. Hits the back rim. Edwards goes high for the rebound. Barron certainly has a height advantage. Physically looking a little bit more imposing, but struggling right now. Thompson drives in hard for 2. Struggling right now to just keep up with a hot start from the Bulldogs.
Chetek being so good with right now their shooting percentage.
Poppy guarded closely far side by Kunkel.
You know, and Poppy's not all that big, but boy, he sure is gutty and quick.
Holton swings left side. Good look at a 3 for Barron to answer.
Off the bench, Oscar Kunkel.
23-15 as we are almost to the halfway point here of this first half. Roderick Olson, who also one of the many starting out very hot here, has it knocked away. Holton ended up on the floor. Tanner Wood, the junior, leaves for Jude Poppy, fellow junior. Poppy doesn't get a screen, goes in hard with a jump step, no. Rebound batted out to Edwards. Edwards taking it 1 on 3, going in hard, too strong off the rim, no. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and we'll go back to the Bulldogs. An 8-point game, a little 5-0 run for Coach Holton's squad. Inbounds to Tanner Wood. Chetek has substituted pretty freely so far.
And number 10, Luke Anderson, and Dawson Castor just came in. They're pretty tall.
Yeah,
some
I think,
height.
again, we mentioned not a ton of height for Chetek-Weyerhaeuser, but then they bring in some height off the bench. Poppy hassled in the corner. Leaves it back for Wood. Tanner Wood driving down the lane, lost on the way to the hoop. Holton got a paw in there. Knocked loose on the floor. And possession on the held ball going back to the Barron Golden Bears. 23-15, 8-10 to play. Caleb Swenson, Linda Makunda with you.
Interesting fact, Chetek-Weyerhaeuser is wearing purple and orange, and it was because of the consolidation of the Weyerhaeuser district with Chetek about, I'd say, maybe 15 years ago.
Seems as a hard block down low, out of bounds thanks to Luke Anderson. It'll be Barron basketball underneath the hoop.
You don't see often orange and purple together.
Yeah, honestly, when I was growing up, probably showing my age, but Birchwood-Weyerhaeuser is what I remembered. BW Cats, I think.
Yes.
Earning a trip to the line is Holton with 7:54 left. Sean Holton still looking for his first points. He averages 14 and 8 per contest. Now an opportunity to pull his team a little closer with the clock stopped. The senior first free throw is good. 23-16. Holton again, one of the captains, as you mentioned, part of this big three.
Yes, and his uncle is the head coach.
Yes, and I do believe Sean actually played with my little brother, not so little, but my little brother Will, who's also a senior, plays for Rice Lake. Second free throw rims out. Tap no good. 7-point game. Chetek moving left to right here in the game's opening half. Working around quickly to Poppy. He's guarded closely by Kittleson. Poppy crosses over, pulls up with the left elbow, back out to Wood. Leaves it on the left side for Anderson. Anderson adding some height to that Chetek lineup. Kittleson got in a passing lane, knocked away from Poppy for a moment. Poppy now loose for a three. Got another one, his third three of the first half. Jude Poppy showing up and showing out. Back to a 10-point lead.
Hot.
Thompson drives in hard to stem the tide. Senior leadership all over the floor here for Barron. They try to withstand this barrage. Anderson, back rim, no. Rebound Edwards. Outlet to Glendon Thompson. Sean Holton, jab step, right of the wheel. Back out to Edwards. Edwards drives in hard, lost it on the way to the hoop, out of bounds, off his knee. It'll be Chetek basketball. Starting to see more and more folks filling in. And again, great to see that on not only a doubleheader basketball night, a great night for basketball before the Christmas break, but also during the full court for a cure night as well, too, with festivities going on till 7 o'clock out in the Commons area. A couple more hours left to come out and enjoy the bake sale, the meal by free will donation, merchandise, t-shirts, bracelets.
Great chili.
Yes. Also
And
chili
all the
dogs, hot
fixings.
dogs, too, yeah. Very well set up. Another three in the corner. That one an air ball. And Holton clears the rebound. Sean Holton drives in hard. His scooping shot with the right hand comes off the back rim as Poppy leads the break. Swings it out left side. Broderick Olson in rhythm for three. Side of the rim, no. Poppy goes high for the rebound. Poppy crossing over on Thompson. Driving baseline, hits the brakes. 2/3 of the way through the first half. Poppy on that left wing. Another three on the way. Wow. 4 threes for Jude Poppy. It is 29-18. A break in the action here. Poppy has all 12 of his points from downtown. And this is now the largest lead of the game for Chetek-Weyerhaeuser, 29-18. While we have a break in the action, again, we'll say thank you to the Full Court for a Cure event sponsors here tonight. Coming up at halftime, we beg your indulgence to stay with us here as there'll be a video explaining a little bit more about what the Binder family is going through. Again, PCAN, pantothenate kinase associated neurodegeneration. Linda, this is a disease that affects 1 to 3 out of every 1 million children. It is something very, very rare. In essence, as we try to break it down again for folks to be able to understand, it's an accumulation of iron in the brain, and basically what it does is it, in essence, rusts some of those neural pathways that affect motor function. And so again, a child with PCAN, sadly their life expectancy is not long as their body works against them, and their brain function in terms of cognizance, they remain fully aware, and again, it's kind of a betrayal of the body as the motor functions are lost, but the brain function is still there. So they're very conscious again of what is happening to them, which is what makes this disease especially horrific.
What's been great about Dustin and Aaron too is they've been trying to educate people as much as they can, as well as trying to make their boys comfortable. That was Glendon Thompson, I think, with the last bucket.
Thompson again, yes, to make it 29-20.
Barron's hanging in there. spite of the beautiful shooting by Chetek.
Kittleson staying right in the face of Poppy. He'll pull up from mid-range. No. Rebound batted around Holton. Right to the arms of Anderson. Finds Poppy. Broderick Olson, a deep three. Oh, wow. I don't know what else he can do. There's really no defense for the way the Chetek-Weyerhaeuser Bulldogs are shooting.
Once they get the ball, but we just can't get a hand in their face quick enough.
Coach Holton mentioned kind of his keys to the game to close out on their threes. Tough to do when they're pulling up from 8-10 feet beyond the arc.
Yes.
32-20. Still a lot of game left to play here, even in the first half. 4:45 to go. Kittleson drives in hard, lost it on the way to the hoop to the long arms of Anderson. Anderson slows it down, looking for a shooter, finds Broderick Olson. 4.5 to go in a 12-point game. Non-conference action from two teams that used to be conference foes there in the heart of the North. Poppy stripped on the way up. Barron with numbers. Edwards down the lane, hangs and hits. Zach Edwards. 32-22. Right now, Barron, I think if you're the Bears, you're hoping you can get back within, say, a couple possessions here by halftime. You're going to feel pretty good. It's knocked away into the Barron bench. Holton got a hand in there. 4:02 left. First half here. Poppy, guarded closely by Kittleson. Poppy lowering the shoulder, drives baseline, runs into a double team. Wheeling working the pivot. Kicked out far side. Hard drive by Olson. No, Anderson had the rebound. Edwards just took it away. Holton across the timeline. Those senior captains lost the handle for a moment. Holton pulls up, elbow jumper, back rim, no. Rebound
just
snapped down by Brown.
Holton tonight. That second half.
Maybe when you switch sides.
Yes, yes.
Maybe the hot side is this one over on the right. 10-point game, 32-22. Barron trailing Chetek-Weyerhaeuser. Good to have you with us here at WOGO Sports YouTube channel. Full court for a cure, presented by Miracles for Grady and Jace. Poppy gets by his defender, drives in hard, no, got his own rebound and fouled by Holton. And Jude Poppy, my unofficial tally has him for 12 points, will be going to the line shooting 2. And this is a Barron basketball doubleheader, so the girls will be facing Amory coming up after this one is concluded.
I think Coach Holton told me that there's 30 boys out. Means they're able to have a varsity, a JV1 and a JV2.
Part of why it's so busy here tonight at the school, which is wonderful.
The old gym still exists. This is a brand new gym. It sits perpendicular. And to a lot of Barron alumni, that's their gym. It's a very unique old gym with permanent cement bleachers.
And still, again, able to use that for JV and JV2 as well. So you can have multiple contests going on at the same time. It's Olson to inbound on that far side. Anderson finds Ethan Brown. Brown trying to go by his defender, Brady Greener. A blocking foul call. Teams have played pretty clean since a few nickel and dime fouls early on. That's the 5th now on Barron. 4 whistles against Chetek-Weyerhaeuser with 2:53 left. Inbounds to Ethan Brown. Brown drops it into the paint. Nice hard take for Noah Hamley. That's his first bucket. 35-22, Chetek-Weyerhaeuser. Edwards for 3, his second of the night. Timely shooting from the senior.
Yep, he needs to get hot. Isn't there a saying something about, you shoot to get hot?
Maybe that's what Barron needs to do right now. It certainly has worked well for Chetek-Weyerhaeuser as maybe they cool off just a little bit. Olson missing the corner 3. 35-25, 10-point game. Just over 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Glendon Thompson. Working against Anderson off a screen from Edwards. He'll pull up for three, and he'll hit the three. Just like that, Barron back within 8. Trailed by as many as 13. That's the first make from long range for Glendon Thompson. Excuse me, back within 7. A minute 40 left. Poppy bumping off his defender at the right elbow. Nice pass down low and a great cut. That's Hanley. He has 2 quick points. 9-point advantage with under 90 seconds to play here in the first half. Holton drives in hard. He's bumped on the way to the hoop. Sean Holton will earn a trip to the foul line, shooting 2.
He's been fighting pretty hard to get there to the basket, so I think he's pretty happy about finally getting a foul called on him.
There's a lot of arms in that lane.
Yes, there are.
First free throw off the mark for Holton. And coming up at halftime, stay with us as you'll see a video about the Binder family and their struggle with Pecan, Grady and Jace. Again, my nephews, twin 14-year-olds, and you'll find out a little bit more about what this night is all about. As the second free throw is good for Holton, makes it 37-29. 1:11 to go here in the first half. A barrage from three-point range for Chetek-Weyerhaeuser, and now cutting to the hoop, Broderick Olson. As they stretch the Barron defense out. Back to a 10-point advantage, 39-29. Greener handed off to Kittleson. Kittleson back to Glendon Thompson. 42 seconds to play. Thompson bounce to Kittleson in the left corner. Senior to senior. Up top with 36 seconds. Off a screen. Thompson trying to stay hot from 3. Back rim, no. Nice hard rebound by Holton. Back to Thompson. Thompson driving in hard and scores. Looking for the foul, didn't get it. But a good hard bucket from Glendon Thompson. 39-31. Chetek-Weyerhaeuser leading by 8. Hard cut to the rim, no. Missing point blank. Anderson, and now Barron will have a chance for the final shot. 6 seconds to play. Glendon Thompson with 4 seconds. Thompson pulls up from 30 feet to end the half. No. Rebound loose. And we've got a good ball game coming up here after the break. After 18 complete, it's Chetek-Weyerhaeuser 39, Barron 31. We'll get to that video presentation in just a moment, but your thoughts on the first half, Linda? Again, competitive, entertaining basketball.
Yes, and Chetek their shooting percentage is just unbelievable. But Barron kind of hung in there. It'll be fun to see the adjustments.
Absolutely.
I always think it's the first 2 minutes of the second half is always fun just to see what the coaches do and find out what we can do. It's a close game, only 8.
We will be back in a few minutes again as we continue to bring you a Barron basketball doubleheader here on WOGO Sports. This is Full Court for a Cure Night presented by Miracles for Grady and Jace. Join us again online or in person as we benefit the Loving Loic Foundation. You can learn more at fullcourtforacure.com. Here's a little bit more about why this night matters.
We knew something was happening at an early age. Like I said, right around that age 2. Maybe a little bit later. And like I said, it was constantly going to the doctor and getting therapies and trying to work through those developmental delays. And like I said, right around 9, 10, they were in school and every day they'd come home with a bump or a bruise on their forehead or on the back of their head where they'd fall down in school. And it was difficult, like I said, and we finally got the answer that we were looking for and weren't looking for, all at the same time.
The boys are 14 years old. We found out when they were 11, so 2023, the spring of 2023. We had to have a genetic testing done and a T2 MRI that both confirmed the diagnosis. It's called Pecan pantothenate kinase associated neurodegeneration. And what it is iron accumulates in the brain, in the globus pedius part area of the brain, where it deals with a lot of the motor function. So we are experiencing the boys losing their ability to walk and eat.
Speech.
They've lost their ability to talk.
Just gross motor skills, everyday skills that we all take for granted, that we utilize on a daily basis. They're losing that, the ability to do that.
They did have they met their milestones at a year, but their speech and development with that was a little late and behind with speech. They were clumsy as they were 3 years old. When they got into preschool, they got PT, OT, speech services. They ended up getting like some devices for their feet, SMO braces for their feet, because one was starting to turn and he had some hand tremors. And we saw neurology multiple times as they grew up. And then I feel like it was around the age of 10 years old that we saw an increase in falling. And a lot of falling backwards and just very unsteady, not able to hold their balance like they used to be. The biggest symptom that they encounter with this disease is dystonia, and it's muscle contractions, and they get so tense. We dealt with Jace over the summer having oral dystonia to the point like his mouth would not open. 12 days stay in a hospital to try to go over medications to try to figure things out. He still has a lot of that dystonia going on, even throughout his body is just so tight.
And that's devastating to see your child suffer.
These kids
and nothing you can do about it besides just relaxing them with medications. It's going to take a lot of people to provide the resources to get this research and development started, that we can have you want to say it's a wish, a hope, a dream that one day this can be cured. Maybe not necessarily for our family, but for future families. So no family has to go through this. It's devastating.
Welcome back to Barron High School. Full court for a cure night here. WOGO Sports, a special presentation of a Barron basketball doubleheader. The boys and then the girls. It's Miracles for Grady and Jace presenting Full Court for a Cure. Again, you just saw the video more about what Pecan is, what the Binder family, again, has been going through. My twin nephews, Grady and Jace, they are 14 years old. Pecan, again, pantothenate kinase-associated neurodegeneration. This is a rare, extremely rare and devastating genetic condition. It's terminal. There is no known cure. The Loving Loic Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit. So again, anything given is tax deductible. They are urgently seeking donations to fund gene therapy research. Loic himself, from whence the name comes, is a 5-year-old from Montana who is also battling Pecan like Grady and Jace. His parents, Shireen and Mark, founded this organization, this nonprofit, to find a cure not only for their son, but for every child facing this terminal diagnosis. The Loving Loic Foundation has partnered with gene therapy researchers at Oregon Health and Sciences University and UMass Chan Medical School. And again, tonight's fundraiser, Full Court for a Cure for the Loving Loic Foundation, is presented by Miracles for Grady and Jace. Again, their mom, Erin, is a Barron alum. And Linda, you knew Barron. You knew my wife as well, too, as they came through, knew the Lindbergh family. And so, again, it's Barron coming together, but also friends from Chetek and Weyerhaeuser, friends from Amory as well, too, folks who might just be randomly seeing this on YouTube and saying, again, this is a life-saving cause, and you can't give too much to something that saves lives.
Right, yes. The Lindberghs have lived in the Dallas Ridgeland area for the kids' whole lives, and there's a lot of relatives. Bisonettes, the Candlers, they're all people that are living in that area still, but they have a great following, not just with their relatives here, but so many alumni have come back and haven't been back in the school since 2000, 2007, 2008. Your wife, I think she was a 2007 or 2008 grad.
Now you're going to put me on the spot and see if you remember.
But Lindsay was actually one of her best friends. I found out after they graduated that they were cousins. And I always thought they were just best friends. I'm talking about Katie Kirby.
Katie, yes.
And so anyway, but they're all here to support, but not just the people who know them and love them, but a lot of town folk are coming out today because this is it's a great cause. And not only are we trying to do something for genetic counseling, but we're also trying to educate people on what we can do to be proactive and preventative. And so please look at the different videos that have been out there. We have something for the Barron Area Education Foundation called the Touchscreen Pros. If you go to the site, the baef.touchpros.com, we have a bunch of slides on there. You'll see the pictures of the family and a little bit more about it, not in great detail, but I know there's a lot of other places that you can go to learn about this and also about genetic testing and counseling. And please give. This isn't just tonight. We're trying to do this statewide, and I think it's from the 14th of December
to the 14th of January. Yeah, and again, in conjunction with the boys being 14 years old.
Yes, and of course, their favorite colors.
Yes.
Green and gold.
Which is why we've got the T-shirts. And again, if you're seeing on the court as well, too, just so appreciative of the support from both basketball programs, Barron and Chetek-Weyerhaeuser. As you see, their normal warm-up shirts have been discarded for the Full Court for a Cure shirts here tonight. And so many things going on. Again, the Loving Loic Foundation, the goal for this campaign going through January 14th is to raise $500,000. 100% of that was given to the Loving Loic Foundation as they seek to raise a total of $5 million for this gene therapy research. Again, every donation is tax deductible. And join us here at the high school as well, too. Still plenty of time to come by for the bake sale extravaganza. Also a free will donation community meal, chili and cornbread, or a hot dog or chili dog and chips, plus your beverage. So come hungry for that. Few of the bake sale items, if I can just throw this out there right now, because my wonderful wife and many others have worked very, very hard on all these. And you know what? If you didn't get your Christmas baking done, don't worry. Just come here, and you can pass them off as your own. It's totally fine. We're okay with that. Sugar cookie kits, chocolate chip cookies, double chocolate cookies, frosted cutout cookies, marshmallow swirl cookies, peanut butter blossoms, homemade dinner rolls, fresh cinnamon rolls, mint or gingerbread fudge, hot cocoa or mint puppy chow, meringues, a limited supply of homemade marshmallows. That's just some of what you'll find. T-shirts like we are wearing as well here tonight. Also bracelets. FullCourtForACure.com if you're not able to make it. But again, if you can join us here in Barron tonight, we would love to have you with us as we get back to the game. Second half here from Barron.
Switch sides. We're going to see if it's the basket that's got just such good luck for Chetek on their shooting, or if it's just them.
Starting out with a three from the right corner. A miss there by Kirchhoff. Offensive rebound. Kick back out to Glendon Thompson. Lost it out of bounds. With 17:41 remaining.
A little bit about the Barron coaching staff. Eric Holton is their head coach first year. He was a 2010 grad, went on to Superior to play basketball there, then finished his basketball career at Eau Claire. Switched schools basically because his mom was sick and he wanted to be closer to her.
Again, it was great talking with him on and off the air beforehand as Olsen misses a runner in the lane. Offensive rebound, put back, no. Second effort, that one also goes in and out for Noah Hamlin. 17:05 left. I think our scoreboard clock might be just a little bit off, so we'll see if we can get that dialed back in there for you so you can see what we're seeing here. But yeah, just under 17 minutes to play. As a whistle and a foul called on Barron, it appears.
Yeah, Zach Edwards is feeling pretty bad about it. Has to come out.
Just the first whistle on either team of the second half.
Next, Zach's third, so he has to sit a little. That's going to hurt.
Again, they played pretty clean in the first half, but for Edwards picking up those two, and he was an impact player in the first half. Had him down unofficially for 11 points in that first half. Had a lot of scoring punch, a couple threes. Kunkel comes in. Speaking of threes, he hit one. Kick into the right corner. Still an 8-point game. Neither team has scored. That's going to change. Backdoor cut. 41-31. Hamley now has 6 points. Holton swings left side. Kirchhoff jabs, thought about the three, doesn't take it. Ball loose and a steal for the Bulldogs. Kick out left to Ethan Brown. Brown had a deep three in the first half. Speaking of deep threes, goodness gracious. Another one for Broderick Olson. He's in the teens in scoring now.
Barron's assistant, Elliot Waterhouse. He is a Chetek grad. Married a Barron girl, now lives in Barron. This is his first year as the JV coach.
Thompson. Another hard drive inside. Glendon Thompson at 15 points unofficially. 15 and a half to go. Plenty of time, but Barron down double digits here, trying to make a run. Luke Anderson, who had some height to that Chetek lineup. Gets it back at the right block. He's pushed from behind, and they're going to get Kunkel with that one. 44-33. 11-point contest. Chetek just shot the lights out in the first half. Inbounds to Broderick Olson. Olson, nice jump stop inside. 46-33. 3 minutes gone by here in the second half. Caleb Swenson, Linda Mukunda with you. 46-33. Lyndon Thompson leaves for Kittleson on the right wing. Kittleson to Kirchhoff. Not sure if Kirchhoff's taken a shot yet.
I don't think he has.
5 seniors in this lineup. Holton right side. Gets his man up for a moment. Got it back. Drives in hard. Good hard take to the bucket for Sean Holton. 46-35. Nice feed high low. Anderson gets over the top of his defender and uses the height. Luke Anderson, just his second bucket. 13-point contest. Barron looking for an answer from three. No, knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Glendon Thompson. He was trying to knock it off of Anderson out of bounds. You're watching a Barron basketball doubleheader here on WOGO Sports as Miracles for Grady and Jace presents Full Court for a Cure. Barron boys here against Chetek-Weyerhaeuser. Barron girls will host the Warriors of Amory. Coming up at the conclusion of this one, we'll have a brief break in between broadcasts and get back to the action. Feed inside again, a good height advantage.
Nice touch.
Chetek-Weyerhaeuser with Elliot Reen. Got good position. Largest lead of the night, 50-35. Holton loses it for a moment. Kick back out to Kirchhoff from Kunkel. Back to Holton. Good position. Blocked from behind. No foul, but out of bounds. Are they going to get the whistle? Yes, so Holton will go to the line for the third time here tonight. He's 2 for 4 so far from the foul line. Sean Holton, one of the senior captains. Brady Greener about to come back in.
I think Zach Edwards is down there ready to go back in too.
Gonna have to play clean with those 3 fouls. First free throw, no good for Holton. So Edwards will come in, Kirchhoff out. Grady Greener in. .31 left in a 15-point ball game. Holton's second attempt is good, so he remains 50-50 at the line so far, 3 of 6. Barron back within 14. Jude Poppy, another one of the hot shooters for Chetek in the first half. Drops it down to the left block, extended. Kick to Ethan Brown. Brown drives in hard, can't get the shot, but the foul. And we'll see who that one goes against, because Edwards was in the area, but I think this one actually is going to go against Brady Greener. And that is his third as well. So Barron with 2 players each with 3 fouls is going to the line. Ethan Brown looking for his first make from the foul line tonight. Comes up short on the first. Second attempt for Brown. Found the range that time, 51-36. 13-13 to go.
Barron needs to make up a little ground here if they want to stay in this game.
Glendon Thompson drives in hard, no, gets his own rebound in the faller. 51-38. You can see that football attitude, just the physicality and
Yes.
not shying away from contact that Thompson has, but looking for contact, maybe relishing it. Good block down low. Greener staying right with Jude Poppy. And Brady Greener again has some pretty decent height as just a sophomore. 51-38. Poppy inbounds up top. Ethan Brown back to Poppy. Poppy for 3. That one off the mark. Karam's off the glass. Outlet to Glendon Thompson. Thompson holding high on the left. Works around the perimeter to Greener opposite side. Edwards got his man in the air with a nice head fake. Lost it on the way to the hoop, out of bounds. Staying with Barron. With 12:28 left. And still plenty of time for you to join us here for the conclusion of this one, and also for game number 2, Barron Golden Bears girls against Amory. Enjoy that holiday bake sale extravaganza. Community meal, free will donation, merchandise available as well. For full court for a cure as Holton gets a hard-fought bucket. He's been working very hard, as Sean Holton, the entire night. Nice to see one go in for him. 51-40. Hamley up top for Ethan Brown. Jabbing against Edwards. He's on the left side for Hamley. Jumps off Broderick Olson. Tough shot from 16, well off the mark. Edwards gobbles up the rebound. Edwards leads the break. Back out to Holton. Part of the circle. Drops down for Thompson. Right block extended. Someone got their hand in the cookie jar there. And a whistle and a foul. That'll be the second against Chetek-Weyerhaeuser. They'll sub in Luke Anderson and also Anders Olsen, the junior. Brown and Hamley step out. Inbounds to Holton. Holton in hard, came up short. Rebound to Anderson. 11:36 remaining, 11-point game. Barron within striking distance. Don't want to get down much more. Poppy wheeling just outside the elbow. Anderson to Broderick Olson against Glendon Thompson. Pulls up from 10 feet. Back rim in. Good shooter's roll that time for Broderick Olson. He is
Very
quick.
confident. Very confident in their shots.
Glendon Thompson is confident as well as he drives in hard to the rack. Back and forth we go. 53-42, 7 minutes into the second half. Kick out for Jude Poppy. Poppy for 3, off the mark. Holton with the rebound. Holton calling out the play. Shout out to our camera operator, video producer on site, Mr. Carter Jagger. Our WOGO Sports crew with us for the full length of this full court for a cure doubleheader. Edwards drives in hard, takes some contact, no, grabs his own rebound, goes up strong again and scores. 53-44. Barron as close as they've been a bit.
I remember watching Sean as a freshman and sophomore. I think he started since his sophomore year. And it's been fun to watch him just really develop into a strong leader.
And I think one of those multi-sport athletes you mentioned?
Yes, he is.
Holton now at the point in a 53-44 game. With just over 10 minutes to play. And we're back within, Barron back within single digits. Thompson, tough shot over a double team. Holton batted it loose, saved back in bounds. Athletic play by Jude Poppy. Tanner Wood across the timeline. Extra pass left side, Anders Olsen. Back to Wood. Kittleson comes out on him.
Barron's starting to play with urgency, and they need to.
40 seconds away from being halfway through the second half. Nice cut to the rim and a reverse. Jude Poppy. Didn't start this game, but Poppy has been an impact player for Chetek. Edwards tried to Euro down the lane. He's held up. Possession arrow will stay with Barron. 11-point contest with 9:25 left. Thompson inbounds. Well, back out to Kittleson. Finds Thompson in the right corner. Thompson comes to a jump stop in the lane, takes contact. He will earn a trip to the line. And if you're Barron, Linda, right now you want to score with the clock stopped, down double-digit points.
Yes, this will help if he can make these two. He's a good athlete. Let's hope he has a good shot here.
Legs start to become a factor the further you get in the contest. 55-44 to pull Barron within 10, absolutely. First free throw good for Glendon Thompson. I think that's the first free throw he's made here tonight. He scored from beyond the arc, a lot from inside it. Second free throw rattles out, offensive rebound, hanging in the air and hitting. How about Greener?
Yes, way to be there. He was right there waiting for it.
Grady Greener makes it 55-47, a timeout taken by Coach Hans Olsen. Here on WOGO Sports, presentation of this Barron basketball doubleheader. Miracles for Grady and Jace presents Full Court for a Cure. Caleb Swenson, Linda Makunda with you as there's a break in the action for a 30-second timeout. And again, reminding folks that the Full Court for a Cure website, fullcourtforacure.com, if you'd like to find out more about what's going on here tonight. Miracles for Grady and Jace, the organization. Again, Grady and Jace, the namesakes. They're my 14-year-old twin nephews from Eau Claire. Their mom, Erin, is a Barron High School alum, and again, their organization is supporting the Loving Loic Foundation, which is a nonprofit. 100% of donations are tax deductible, and this is to fund gene therapy for a cure for the ultra rare disease known as PCAN.
Caleb, can you talk a little bit about how other schools possibly could get involved?
Yes, absolutely. And again, fullcourtforacure.com is where you can find out more information. But again, schools can sell merchandise. They can hold miracle minutes. There's actually, again, that website, fullcourtforacure.com. A lot of suggestions about ways that schools can partner all across the state here or even beyond, and can partner and say, hey, we want to do our own Full Court for a Cure campaign and help out the Loving Loic Foundation as Tanner Wood hits a three. That's his first basket tonight, Tanner Wood. It seems like everybody on this Chetek team can shoot.
Yeah, I'll be anxious to see the box score and what they have for a shooting percentage. They've shot very well.
Edwards gets his own miss from beyond the arc. Greener to Holton. Holton scoops it down to Glendon Thompson. Muscles one up, no, grabs his own rebound, goes up, strong, counted in a basket.
Glendon doesn't show a lot of emotion, but he did there.
Just refusing to let Chetek get too far away. Glendon Thompson. And he can pull Barron up to the half-century mark with a make here as Hamley will come back in. 8:23 remaining in the first half of this doubleheader. The Barron girls stay with us.
They take on Amory.
Play the Amory Warriors. That will be a separate broadcast here on the YouTube channel. So again, we'll have a brief break in between, get things set. Thompson comes up short on the free throw. Holton fighting down the offensive rebound. Holton goes up strong. No, rebound cleared down below by Ethan Brown. Effort was there. Shot just wouldn't fall. Just over 8 minutes left, 58-49. Single-digit game, pass gets away. Caroming over the shoulder of Anderson. Edwards up top, extra pass Kittleson, head fake. Gets by his defender. Kittleson scoops it back out to Glendon Thompson. Edwards holding high on the left. Whistling an offensive foul called? No? We'll see. Yes, it is. I think they got Kittleson with an illegal screen. 7:48 remaining here in half number 2.
I want to do a shout out for one of the coaches on the Barron team, Kevin Johnson. He's a volunteer coach. He had twins that went through the school district, but he's an 89 grad and does a lot of volunteering for both the boys and the girls program. And here he is this year. His kids are juniors in college, but he's still giving back.
And again, that's just emblematic of what this night is all about. This full court for a cure, bringing communities, teams together for those in need. Deep three comes up front rim for Olsen. Offensive rebound, Hamley. Kick to Wood. Wood looking for his second three of the second half. No. Rebound snatched by Holton. Holton across the logo at midcourt. Flip into the left corner, Kittleson. Ball loose on the floor. Edwards digs it out. And a timeout taken, a full timeout by Coach Eric Holton. And as we're happy to have you with us here on WOGO Sports. Full court for a cure tonight, presented by Miracles for Grady and Jace. Caleb Swenson, Linda McCunda with you. Again, if folks are just joining us, Linda, it's an opportunity here tonight as part of a larger campaign. Again, this goes December 14th to January 14th, Full Court for a Cure. And folks can find out more at that website, fullcourtforacure.com. They can give safely, securely, tax-deductibly to the Loving Loic Foundation. The goal of this campaign is to raise $500,000 by January 14th. And so we're going to need the community to come together. It's a big number, but I know there are a lot of big hearts out here. And again, the more this is shared, use social media for something good. A lot of times, maybe we can see a lot of negatives about social media, but there's some really good and exciting and encouraging things that we can do with that as well too. So whether it's sharing this YouTube video, sharing some of the posts from Miracles for Grady and Jay, sharing information about the Loving Loic Foundation, there's a lot that can be done. I don't think anyone can look at this and say, well, there's nothing I can do. Again, there's always something that you can do if your heart's in the right place.
Yes, and you can go to the Barron Area School District website as well, and they have a lot of information out there. You can learn as much as you can about this. You can give, you can spread the word, and try to get other schools involved. This isn't just, Barron. It can be anyone. The kids go to school in Eau Claire, I take it?
Yes.
There's Eau Claire residents, so they go to school there. They have a wide range of relatives all over, as well as friends. So do whatever you can.
Under 7 minutes to play in the first half here is Holton working hard and gets Barron within 7.
Barron at one time was down by 15, I believe.
Yeah, it was at least 13. Maybe it was 15 if I'm losing track of that too, just with the barrage of shooting from Chetek-Weyerhaeuser. But now, as we get to the game's final third, within 3 possessions here, 58-51, looking for a stop.
Everyone's hoping they have legs left. It's
Ethan
been a
Brown.
well-fought, very physical game as far as...
Tanner Wood, though.
Yes, their shooting's just unbelievable. I'll
There's
have
been
to
an
follow
answer
them.
again and again. Whistle a foul down low. We have Chetek-Weyerhaeuser down unofficially for 9 made threes so far here tonight. 61-51.
A lot of points.
6:11 to go. Chetek comes into this game averaging just over 50 points per game, giving up 52.2, but they have 61 on the clock with 6 minutes left. Edwards lost it on the way to the hoop, out of bounds, staying with Barron. .606 left. Inbounds to Holton. Kittleson up top. Swings to Edwards. Glendon Thompson shading across the lane, lost out of bounds. Going back to Chetek.
Yeah, not really sure what happened there, if he just lost hold of it. Zach's playing a little conservatively with those 3 fouls.
Getting close to go time here with Under 6 minutes to play. 10-point contest. Starts with trying to stack some stops if you're Barron. Jude Poppy snaps off a 3 straight on. Back rim, no. Rebound. Back to the Bulldogs. Knocked loose for a moment, but Olsen ends up with a wide open look at 3, and he's just not going to miss. 64-51. Unofficially the 10th made 3.
Yes, their coach has to be sitting back, being very, very happy about that.
They played 6 games, shot 37% from 3 coming in, and if you thought maybe that was a fluke, as Edwards, hard take from the right side. I think we've seen in person here tonight that Chetek is just a phenomenal shooting team.
Very much so. Impressive.
Ethan Brown out for Poppy, guarded by Greener. Poppy had it knocked loose for a moment, scoops back out to Brown. Brown attacks in the lane, lost it off his heel. Holton gobbles it up. 64-53. Barron could certainly use a couple of threes of their own as they try to claw back into this one. Nice pocket bounce feed down low from Holton.
Yes.
And up and in for 2.
Beautiful assist by Holton.
Thompson.
Glendon read it, knew what he was doing.
Seniors who played together a long time. 64-55, single-digit deficit. Flashing across the lane, Elliott Ream. Stripped on the way to the hoop, Ethan Brown out of bounds to Barron. Good hands. I don't know if that was Holton or Kittleson in there again. With 4:11 to play. The Bears battling back. Thompson to Kittleson in the right corner. 4:03 left. They've won some nail biters. 4 victories, none by more than 5 points as Holton goes down in a heap. He's tripped up on the way to the hoop. I think they'll call that foul on the ground. But it's going to be free throws the rest of the way for Barron as they'll now be in the bonus. That was the 7th team foul. And so Holton will shoot a 1-and-1 here. Sean Holton, the senior, came in averaging 14 points and 8 rebounds. First free throw, calmly knocks it through. He was 3 of 6 from the foul line coming into that shot. See if he can hit a pair of free throws here. (64-56). Holton, the second attempt, perfect. 64-57. Barron creeping closer. We have a thrilling finish on our hands. Kittleson nose to nose with Ethan Brown, finds Poppy. Barron's committed 4 fouls, 7 against Chetek-Weyerhaeuser. 3.5 minutes to play. Poppy loses it on the way to the hoop, out of bounds. It'll stay with the visiting Chetek-Weyerhaeuser Bulldogs with 3:34 left in a 7-point contest. Clock is certainly on the side of the visitors right now. Poppy to inbound. Shoots to the left side. Another look at a 3. That one in and out. Thompson goes high for the rebound. Roderick Olsen got what Chetek wanted. Didn't knock it down. Big possession here for the Bears. Edwards tries a 3. Front rim, no. Rebound fought for into the arms of Tanner Wood. Wood across the timeline with 3:12 to play. Ethan Brown leaves for Jude Poppy. Poppy had 12 points in the first half, all from beyond the arc. Trying to extend the Barron defense. Chetek burning some clock. Again, no shot clock in the state of Wisconsin, and so they're going to try to eat up as much clock as they possibly can as Holton knocked it loose and called for a foul right in front of the scorer's table. Looked like he cleanly knocked it out for a moment, but then some extra contact as they dive for the loose ball. Timeout on the floor, so we'll take a quick timeout here as well with 2:45 to play in a 7-point game, 64-57. Caleb Swenson along with Linda McCunda. This is, again, a Barron basketball doubleheader here on WOGO Sports live video streaming. Miracles for Grady and Jace presents Full Court for a Cure. Normally we at WOGO are in the Chippewa Falls community, but again, a very special night here. Miracles for Grady and Jace. They are my 14-year-old twin nephews, and we're asking people to join us tonight online or in person, fullcourtforacure.com, where you can see how you can get involved, how you can give, how you can get your school, your community involved, as well to make sure that this ultra rare disease known as PCAN, that no one battles that alone. And just honestly being blunt, when a disease is that rare, it's hard to get people in power to care. And so we as a community, the little people, so to speak, can do some pretty big things when we do it together.
Yeah, and that's what's so great about Aaron and Dustin, just getting the word out about it and about genetic therapy and just trying to help whatever we can do, because you just never know where it's going to hit. And I appreciate you guys coming up here and taking care of us and doing this game and giving some publicity to it. And very proud of the Barron communities and Chetek and Amory for supporting this cause.
Again, fullcourtforacure.com as Chetek-Weyerhaeuser continues to burn clock here. More of a four corners look now. Broderick Olson, who's been stellar, along with Jude Poppy. Barron's going to have to play the foul game soon. And Edwards has those 3 fouls, and so he's not the one you want committing the foul right now with 2:03 left. 7-point game, 64-57. Barron hoping for a miscue with the trap, and Thompson knocks it out of bounds off of Chetek.
Glennon was a gamer there. He did that right in front of his family and his grandparents.
That's neat to see.
Yes.
My first time seeing Glenn Thompson playing in person, and he is a very impressive young man.
Yes.
Thompson barrels down the right side of the lane. Count the basket. Nope. Offensive foul. Thompson goes down hard, and Broderick Olson, who's kind of been the counterpart of Thompson on the other side, playing a phenomenal game for Chetek-Weyerhaeuser, was able to stand in and take that charge. Big play.
Lyndon had an uncle, Nate Coleman, who is a phenomenal athlete for Barron. I see a lot of them similarities.
98 seconds left, 7-point contest. Olson up top, being chased from behind by Thompson. Olson dumps it off for Poppy, far side. Whistling a foul with 1:27 left. That one's going to go on Holton. Now Poppy goes to the line. He's 1 for 2 from the foul line tonight. Barron hoping for some misses here. Free throw is missed obligingly. And now Thompson with 1:25 to play. His team down 64-57. Barrows down the middle of the lane. That time a blocking foul is called. Ethan Brown, the guilty party, and so Thompson will go to the line. Shooting a 1-and-1 here.
Well fought game. Both teams very physical, played their hearts out. I don't see any laziness at all from any players.
First free throw, back rim, no. I apologize, it was not a 1-and-1 because that was a shooting foul. Thompson shooting the second of 2 here. 1:21 left. Again, still lots of time remaining as they'll mop some moisture off the floor. And tonight's Full Court for a Cure fundraiser for the nonprofit The Loving Loic Foundation is presented by Miracles for Grady and Jace. They are 14-year-old twins. They're bravely fighting PCAN, which is pantothenate kinase-associated neurodegeneration. It's a rare, devastating terminal condition with no known cure, but the fundraising for the Loving Loic Foundation is to try to change that, to try to find a cure for PCAN. The boy's mom, Erin, is a Barron alum. As Thompson's second free throw, that one rattles out. Knocked out of bounds to Chetek-Weyerhaeuser. Second half of this Barron basketball doubleheader will feature the Barron Golden Bears ladies against the Amory Warriors. That game will also be coming up here on the WOGO Sports YouTube channel after a short hiatus after this one reaches its conclusion. Whistle far side as Luke Anderson is fouled. 1:10 remaining. 64-57, Chetek-Weyerhaeuser trying to move to 5-2 on the season. Barron trying to avoid falling to 4-3. The Bears have won 4 in a row. Chetek 3 out of 4. First free throw, back rim, no. Thompson had the rebound for a moment. Saved back in bounds. Quick play by Edwards. Now Thompson on the run. Kick out to Kittleson. Kittleson for 3, won't go down. Flying follow, cannon, and a foul. Sean Holton.
Sean has played his heart out. It's been really fun to see him develop over the years. He plays hard.
64-59. There's 1 minute exactly on the clock. And Holton looking for 3 the old-fashioned way. He was 3 of 6 from the foul line, then hit his last 2. So 5 of 8 with a critical end one opportunity here. His team down 5. The free throw from the senior. Yes, sir. 64-60. Sean Holton now expecting some full court pressure here from the Barron Bears. Very quickly in to Ethan Brown. Brown looking for Broderick Olson. Pass floated to Jude Poppy. Poppy breaks pressure across the timeline. 51 seconds left. Whistle and a foul. Edwards picks up his 4th. Still a single bonus. Still a 1-and-1 here. That was the 9th foul on Barron. Chetek-Weyerhaeuser has also committed 9, so double bonus the rest of the way for the final 50 seconds.
As hot as this kid has been, we'll see what he can do at the free throw line.
Pressure free throws again on both sides. When your legs are dead, you've been playing hard. Strong pace throughout this game for both sides. This is the final 1-and-1 of the evening. Double bonus the rest of the way for both teams. Jude Poppy, the junior, free throw. It's short. Rebound pulled down by Edwards. And a timeout taken by Coach Holton with 48.8 seconds left.
Timeout.
60-second break, and we're back. And Linda, again, this was a 13, at least possibly a 15-point deficit for the Barron Golden Bears. They fought back within 4 here, and we're going down a fight to the finish.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's just remarkable how Barron's just kind of hung in there, especially as hot as the shooting has been for Chetek. So hats off to Chetek's shooting, but hats off to the hustle and the never giving up attitude of Barron.
And Barron, again, in their 4 wins, they've won by 5 points, 5 points, 3 points, and 2 points, including Friday night, a win over Cumberland. I believe 56-54 was the final score. So they are accustomed to being in these tight games, and we'll see if they can pull a rabbit out of a hat here at the end.
Yes, we'll see if they can. I also want to do a shout out to all the teams who did get involved. I think that's pretty cool when all of a sudden you're just contacted by whoever it is, if it was Mary McDaniels or the Lindbergh family to these other schools saying, hey, we're doing this. They all bought shirts.
Yeah.
They supported it. The kids came in. I saw them looking at things and buying things along with their parents. I see a lot of parents even in the stands from Chetek and Barron who are wearing and sporting the shirts, doing whatever they can. So I think that's remarkable, and I really commend these teams for embracing the cause.
Absolutely. Again, coming together for more than just basketball games here tonight during this Full Court for a Cure event presented by Miracles for Grady and Jace. 48.8 seconds left in a 4-point game. Barron with the basketball, down 2 possessions. Sean Holton in a crowd, goes up strong, no, fighting for the rebound, loose down low. Holton digs it out. Kick out, but a steal. Poppy stepped in front, and a whistle, and Poppy goes down hard. He will shoot 2. Barron got a good look, wouldn't go down, and now everybody breathing heavily as Jude Poppy will take the slow walk down to the other side, shooting 2 free throws. Again, if he makes them both, it's still a 2-possession game.
I think, did he have 4 threes?
4 threes in the first half.
Yes, just in the first half alone.
Missed his last free throw, but he'll have 2 opportunities here. They'll stay down in the first, and the first free throw rims out. And the door being left open a little bit here. 31.9 seconds remaining. Second free throw is good for Poppy.
31 seconds, almost 32. Anything can happen, I guess.
Again, you just need a solid possession offensively here for Barron. I mean, 30 seconds, I think, if you've watched basketball, you know that's a lot of time left. And so it just starts with, again, good execution. You don't want to turn the ball over like the last possession. And you're hoping again, that you can get a good look and that maybe Chetek will oblige you with a miss or two from the free throw line on the other side. Well, again, the Loving Loic Foundation that we've been talking about. Loic is a 5-year-old from Montana who is also battling pecan like Grady and Jace Binder. Loic's parents, Shireen and Mark, founded the Loving Loic organization to find a cure not only for their son, but for every child facing this terminal diagnosis. Inbounds to Holton with 30 seconds left. Holton runs it across the timeline. His team trailing 65-60, 25 seconds remaining. Sean Holton spins in hard. Basket rolls in. Some nice English from Holton. 65-62, one possession game. Whistle and Kittleson, a hard foul on Poppy, unintentionally hard foul. Now the Chetek faithful not happy about that. Good sportsmanship, Holton helping Poppy get back to his feet. And again, I think just a lot of momentum. And Sean Holton is not a small fellow either, too, so just a lot of...
He played like a football player out there right now. Great kid. Good athlete. Fun to watch.
So a one-possession game with 16.5 seconds left, but Poppy, if he makes either of these, can make it a two-possession advantage, and he rolls in the first. 66-62. Jude Poppy, the junior, strong in both halves. 4-point game to make it 5, he will. 67-62. Another timeout on the floor. A reminder that coming up right after this, we'll take a brief break on our WOGO Sports live video stream during Full Court for a Cure, again presented by Miracles for Grady and Jace. A brief break just to get set up for the next game, which will be the Amory Warriors and the Barron Golden Bears girls. Should be a competitive game there. One of the standout players looking forward to seeing in person, Addie Cruzy. 6'1" freshman for Coach Kim Weber, and Addie was part of that Golden Bears squad that made a repeat trip to state.
Yes,
in volleyball.
just as a freshman. Barron very strong in volleyball. Ever since I came to Barron in 1985 and coached JV for several years. I officiate now, but always a strong program. Now, they have about 80% of the girls have parents that are Barron alum. But you'll see that on their basketball team as well. And always nice to see that, again, when families stay in the community, a close, tight-knit community like we have here in Barron. The Edwards family lived in Baldwin for years, and it was always their mom's dream to come back to Barron. And she did. She's a PA, and she opened up her own business, and I think they moved back here about maybe 9 years ago, 10 years ago. It happens a lot. A lot of Barron alum come back. 16 seconds left. Barron down 67-62. Thompson with the head of steam finds Kittleston. Big three in the corner. He got it! 9.5 seconds left. 67-65. Hold on, ladies. Don't take the court yet. We might have a little time left in this one, as you can see the Amory girls and the Barron girls ready to warm up, but 9.5 seconds left, 2-point game. Again, Barron's going to need to foul very quickly here and hope for at least a split. The shirts for tonight are either yellow or they're green. I wonder how the teams, they do the coin flip. Yeah, who gets what? Yeah, well, it does look like the home team, though, got the yellow. And the two visiting teams, don't know if that was designed, but certainly appreciated that they are sporting that as their warm-up. You know, it's Christmas, so a lot of them do a lot of crazy things with socks or anything, but for all of them to be wearing these shirts makes me quite proud of them. Just that display of unity, and again, just empathy, especially for young people as well, too. To learn empathy for others in need is such an important thing. 9.5 seconds left, 67-65 off the Kittleson three. Inbounds to Poppy. Poppy on the run, taking some time away. 6 seconds left. A foul, and Poppy will go to the line with 5.4 seconds remaining. That whistle goes on Holton. Poppy will shoot two. And a nice job by the Bulldogs there that time, taking off almost 4 seconds of clock. Kittleson, that three, a huge one from the right corner. That was his first.
bucket of the game. Holton is going to take a seat. Hard-fought game for the senior as he commits his 5th foul. Greener will come in. Brady Greener, the sophomore, number 3. They'll stay down on the first here. In essence, Jude Poppy can ice this game by making a couple free throws. First one rattles out. So Barron has life with 5.4 seconds left. They're only down 3 even if Poppy hits this one. Poppy at the line. Free throw. Rims in. 68-65. 5.4 seconds left. The drama building in the building here as Barron will have a chance to tie. You're watching a Barron basketball doubleheader, front end of that doubleheader here on WOGO Sports. Miracles for Grady and Jace presents Full Court for a Cure. Again, you can join us tonight even if you're far away. You can give to benefit the Loving Loic Foundation, fullcourtforacure.com. That's fullcourtforacure.com. Caleb Swenson, Linda McCundo with you. Barron girls against Amory, but Barron boys down 13 points, 15 points in the second half and have fought back within 3. And they're going to need a special play here, but Coach Holton drawing something up right now, and we'll see what he's got up his short sleeves.
Yes, Barron coaching staff, it's their first year for both the JV and the head coach. Not new to the program as far as helping with youth as volunteers, but it's always hard to take over a program, walk in and see what you have. But
see what Barron's got going on here with 5.4 seconds left, down 68-65. They will inbound from underneath their own hoop. Sean Holton has fouled out. Zach Edwards is playing with 4. Chetek will come up with Anderson to pressure the inbound. Looking full court. He'll throw a heave, intercepted by Poppy with 4 seconds to play. Poppy, he was fouled by Brady Greener with 3 seconds on the clock. And Poppy again coming up with a big-time play here when his team needed it.
he's quick. He's very quick. He has great anticipation.
Say a quick thank you again to the Full Court for a Cure sponsors.
We
Helping
want
make
to
tonight's
thank the
event
major
possible.
sponsors too, who were Mosaic Technology out of Cameron and Harmony Hormone Solutions out of Rice Lake. We appreciate them.
Poppy's first free throw rattles in, and that'll make it a 2-possession game, and that will probably do it here for the night. Jude Poppy.
Well fought
Excellent
game.
performance. 69-65. Make it a 5-point advantage, and Poppy will. 70-65. It's another free throw. Inbounds to Thompson. Thompson will heave from 40 feet off the glass, too strong, and Barron falls in a hard-fought, entertaining game here. 70-65, your final score. The Bears still 3-0 in the heart of the North, as this was a non-conference contest. Their winning streak of 4 is stopped tonight. They are now 4-3 on the season, 5-2. For the Dunn St. Croix members, the Chetek-Weyerhaeuser Bulldogs, they're 0-2 in the Dunn St. Croix, but certainly carrying a lot of momentum further into conference play as they have won 4 of their past 5 games. So we're going to take a quick break here and come back with the girls' game, but just a final thought or two, Linda, here on this first contest we've seen tonight.
I'm impressed with Chetek's shooting. I also like their quickness. I think they have some really good athletes there. Barron definitely was a much bigger physical team, but their quickness really helped, and I was impressed with how Barron fought back. I mean, I do think they were down by 15 at one time. I kind of almost had them buried thinking, they just can't shoot, but they kept fighting all the way to the end. I think Coach Holton has a nice team there. I like their composure. I like how they play together. So it was a great game, and again, I want to thank both communities for supporting this great cause.
Well, we are looking forward to game number 2 of this Barron basketball doubleheader. Miracles for Grady and Jace presenting Full Court for a Cure. We'll be back right after this on WOGO Sports. Thank you for watching this presentation.